Hello students, in previous class we have completed the adjoint of the matrix and some of the examples on that one. Now today we will discuss some more different type of definitions and examples. That is, first one is singular and non-singular matrices. Here we discuss two type of matrices. One is singular, another one is non-singular. It is concerned to the square matrix. The square matrix A is said to be singular matrix if its determinant value is equal to 0. Otherwise, it is said to be a non-singular square matrix. It depends on its determinant value, that is singular and non-singular matrices. First we discuss singular matrix. Singular matrix. Singular matrix means a square matrix whose determinant value is equal to 0. A square matrix A is said to be singular matrix if determinant of A is equal to 0. If the determinant value of A is equal to 0, then it is considered as singular matrix. For example, if you consider A equal to 2, 1, 4, 2. Now it is a square matrix of second order. Then if you check determinant of A, it is given a determinant of 2, 1, 4, 2. Now by rule of evaluation of determinant, we get 2 into 2 is 4 minus 4 into 1 is 4. It is equal to 0. Therefore we get determinant of A is equal to 0. If determinant of A equal to 0, then we say that therefore A is singular matrix. Here A is singular matrix. If we consider third order matrix, example 2, A equal to 3, 1, 2, 4 minus 1, 3, 6, 2, 4. Now it is a square matrix of order 3. Then we check determinant of this one. That is determinant of A equal to determinant of 3, 1, 2, 4 minus 1, 3, 6, 2, 4. Now we evaluate this determinant, that is plus, minus, plus. It is 3 into, it is minus 4, minus 6. First element. Here already my 1 changes to minus 1. Now it is 4 into 4, 16 minus 6 into 3 is 18. It is second element. Plus 2 times, deleting this column and row, you get it is 4 minus 1, 6, 2, that is 4 2 is 8, minus of minus is plus 6. It is 8 plus 6. Now by simplifying this, you get 3 into minus 10 minus 1 into 16 minus 18 is minus 2 plus 2 into 14. Now it is equal to minus 30 plus 2 plus 28. Now it is equal to minus 30 plus 30, it is equal to 0. Therefore we get determinant of A is equal to 0. Therefore we say that A is a singular matrix. Singular matrix. Like that we conclude the result by using the definition of singular matrix. Take the solution. Next we go for another example. If A equal to 3x, x4, then is singular matrix, then find the value of x. It is given as singular matrix, then you find singular, using that definition you find the unknown value of x. Solution of this, it is given that A is singular matrix, therefore we say that determinant of A is equal to 0. Here A means here 3x x4, that determinant of 3x x4 equal to 0. Now by evaluation of determinant we get it is 3 into 4 12 minus x into x is x square equal to 0, or we write x square equal to 12 taking this to that side. Now x equal to plus or minus root 12, therefore x equal to plus or minus root 12 written as 4 into 3, x equal to plus or minus 2 root 3, therefore x equal to 2 root 3 and minus 2 root 3. These are the values of x under the given condition. A is a singular matrix. Similarly, we go for one of the example of third order. If x 2 1 3 1 minus 1 4 2 3 is a singular matrix, then find x. Now here it is given that this is singular matrix. Now we consider it as A equal to given as x2 1 3 1 minus 1 4 2 3. It is a given square matrix and it is given that it is singular matrix. Here A is singular matrix, therefore the condition is determinant of A equal to 0. Then we take this determinant is equal to 0, determinant value is given by determinant of x2 1 3 1 minus 1 4 2 3, it is equal to 0. Now we expand the determinant, it is plus minus plus by visual notation. First we write x, it implies x into, so we get 3 minus of minus 2 is plus 2, that is 3 plus 2 minus 2 into second determinant, it is 9 plus 4 plus 1 into determinant, it is 6 minus 4 equal to 0. It implies, now simplify this, 3 plus 2 is 5x minus 2 into 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 1 6 minus 4 is 2 equal to 0. It implies 5x minus 26 plus 2 equal to 0. Now it implies 5x minus 26 plus 2 is minus 24 equal to 0. It implies 5x equal to 24. Therefore, x equal to 24 by 5. So this is the unknown value of x if it is singular matrix. Like this we find the value of unknown if it is given the matrix is singular. Take the solution. Next we go for a non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. The square matrix A is said to be non-singular matrix if it is not singular. That means the square matrix A is said to be non-singular matrix if determinant of A is not equal to 0. A square matrix A is said to be a non-singular matrix if determinant of A is not equal to 0, then it is considered as a non-singular matrix, otherwise it is not a singular matrix. For example, if we consider A equal to 3 minus 1 4 6, now if we consider the determinant of A equal to 3 minus 1 4 6, it is equal to 3 6 18 minus of minus 4, it is 18 plus 4, it is 22, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, we conclude that here A is a non-singular matrix, because here the condition is determinant of A is not equal to 0. Like that, we define the definition of a non-singular matrix. Now, by using this, we go for one note. Here, if we consider the two matrices of the same order, both are square matrices, at that time the product of AB or BA both are non-singular matrices. That is, if A and B are square matrices of the same order, then AB and BA are same order, they are, and A and B are non-singular matrices, then AB and BA are non-singular matrices. That is, if A and B are square matrices of the same order, then and A and B are non-singular matrices, then automatically AB and B are also non-singular matrices. For example, if we consider A equal to 2 minus 1 1 2, B equal to 3 2 1 4, then we check determinant of A. Determinant of A is 4 plus 1, it is 5, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, here A is non-singular matrix, and determinant of B is given by, it is 12 minus 2, it is 10, it is also not equal to 0. Therefore, it is B is also non-singular matrix. Then we consider AB, product of these two matrices, A into B, it is 2 minus 1 1 2, 3 2 1 4. We go for usual multiplication, that is 2 3 is 6 minus 1, and next row it is 2 2 is 4 minus 4. Next second row in first column, 3 1 is 3 plus 2. Next 1 2 is 2 plus 8. So we get it is 5 0, it is 5, 8 plus 2 is 10. Now we get determinant of AB is equal to, it is determinant of 5 0 5 10, it is 50 minus 0, it is 50. Means here determinant of AB is not equal to 0. Therefore, we conclude that here AB is also a non-singular matrix. Similarly, if you take the product BA, then also you are getting the answer, it is not equal to 0. Therefore, we conclude here AB and B are non-singular matrices whenever A and B are non-singular matrices. Now we go for one important theorem. A square matrix A is invertible if and only A is a non-singular matrix. Now already we defined the meaning of non-singular matrix and also invertible matrix. In previous class we discussed about invertible matrix. Invertible matrix means if A is a given square matrix, there exists another square matrix B such that if AB equal to BA equal to I, where I is identity matrix, then the matrix A is said to be an invertible matrix and B is said to be the inverse of the square matrix A. This we completed in the last class. Using that concept and the definition of non-singular matrix, we define this theorem. We proof of this theorem having two parts. Here a square matrix A is invertible if and only if A is a non-singular matrix. First we consider it is invertible matrix, then we prove that it is a non-singular matrix. In second part we take the square matrix A is non-singular, then we can prove that it is invertible. Like that we prove the theorem in two parts. First we go for first part of the theorem. We consider let A is invertible matrix. If we consider A is an invertible matrix, according to definition, it is said to be invertible, then there exists a matrix B of order same as that of A and I is identity matrix. It is also having the order as that same of matrix A such that AB equal to BA equal to I. Now this is the definition for invertible matrix. If A is any given square matrix, then there exists another matrix B of same as that of order A and I is a identity matrix whose order is same as that of A such that AB equal to BA equal to I. Then we say that A is invertible matrix. Now we consider here by using this equation AB equal to I, AB is equal to I, then I take determinant on both sides, determinant of AB equal to determinant of I. Now determinant of AB can be written as determinant of A into determinant of B. Now determinant of I is always equal to 1 because here I is nothing but 1 0 0 1 and determinant of I means the determinant of 1 0 0 1, it is equal to 1. Therefore we get determinant of A into determinant of B is equal to 1. Here it shows that determinant of A is not equal to 0. Determinant of A is not equal to 0 means it implies A is a non-singular matrix. A is a non-singular matrix. So it is proof of the first part of the theorem. What we have considered here? We considered here A is a invertible matrix. Using that concept, we proved that determinant of A is not equal to 0. That means A is a non-singular matrix. Next, in second part, consider conversely we write, conversely consider A is a non-singular matrix, non-singular matrix, that is determinant of A is not equal to 0. Now we can prove that it is invertible matrix. We prove that A is invertible matrix. Invertible means again we can prove that AB equal to BI equal to I. That is the proof of the result. For that we consider the previous theorem. We know that in the previous class we proved that A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant of A into I. It is the theorem we proved in previous class. The product of A with its adjoint or adjoint of A with A is always equal to determinant of A into I. As determinant of A is not equal to 0, we divide on both sides by determinant of A. So dividing by determinant of A on the sides we get it is A into 1 divided by determinant of A into adjoint of A equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A into A. It is equal to determinant of A into I divided by determinant of A. These two get cancelled. Then we get A into 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A into A. It is equal to I. Now it is in the form of AB equal to BA equal to I form. That means here B is considered as where B equal to, it is nothing but 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now we get this form, that is AB equal to BA equal to I, where B is nothing but 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. It implies that A is invertible matrix. That is proof of the result. Here we considered B is inverse of A. Here B is considered as inverse of A. That is B equal to A inverse. B is equal to A inverse. Therefore, by this we get the definition of formula for inverse of the matrix. Therefore, inverse of the matrix is defined as A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So it is formula for inverse of the given square matrix, provided it is a non-singular square matrix. So by this formula we calculate inverse of any given square matrix, provided it is non-singular matrix. That is proof of the theorem. Take this one. Now we discuss some of the examples on inverse of the square matrix. Now we got the formula for inverse of the square matrix. That is, inverse of the matrix is given by, it is always equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now using that concept we define some of the examples. Example, find the inverse of a matrix A equal to 5 minus 1 2 3. Now we find the inverse of this matrix by using that previous formula. That is, here A is given 5 minus 1 2 3. First we check it is non-singular. For that we find determinant of A, that is 5 minus 1 2 3. So expansion of this we get 5 3s are 15 plus 2, it is equal to 17. It is not equal to 0. That means it is A is non-singular matrix. Therefore inverse of this matrix will exist. That is given by A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Then we need adjoint of A matrix. Adjoint of A equal to direct method. Now for adjoint of A we change diagonal element, that is 3, 5, and here minus 1 changes to 1 and 2 changes to minus 2. Change of diagonal elements and change of sign of non-diagonal elements. Now it is adjoint of A, and inverse of matrix is given by inverse of A is nothing but A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. It is 1 by determinant of A is 17 into adjoint of A is, it is 3, 1, minus 2, 5. Now it is inverse of the given matrix. Like this we find the inverse of second order square matrix by using directly adjoint of A and determinant of that given matrix. Next we consider another example. Find the inverse of minus 2, 1, 6, 4. Now we take this matrix as A equal to minus 2, 1, 6, 4. Now we find determinant of A first. It is minus 2, 1, 6, 4. Now it is 2 into minus 2 into 4, minus 8, minus 6. It is minus 14, which is not equal to 0, which is non-singular. Now adjoint of A, again direct method, change of diagonal element, it is 4, minus 2, change of sign, minus 6, minus 1. Now it is adjoint of A, and inverse of A is given by 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. It is 1 by minus 14 into 4 minus 1 minus 6 minus 2, or it can be also written as minus 1 by 14 into 4 minus 1 minus 6 minus 2. So this is equal to inverse of A, that is inverse of the given square matrix. Like that you find the inverse of any second order matrix by using the inverse of matrix, this formula. Take these solutions. Next we go for another example. To find the inverse of third order square matrix, we consider that type one example. Find the inverse of the matrix. First row 1, 2, 3, second row 0, 2, 4, third row 0, 0, 5. Now we find inverse of this matrix by using same formula. Solution of this: first we find the determinant of the square matrix. Square matrix is 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 5. First we confirm it is non-singular, then we go for adjoint of square matrix. After that we go for the inverse. First we calculate determinant of this square matrix. It is 1, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4, 0, 0, 5. Now it is observed that it is triangular matrix because the elements below the principal diagonal elements is equal to 0. Therefore it is upper triangular matrix. Therefore its determinant is given by the product of diagonal elements, that is 1 into 2 into 5, it is equal to 10. Or if you expand you get the same answer, 1 into 10 minus 0, 10, minus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 0. Again you get same answer, it is equal to 10. Now we confirm that it is not equal to 0, means here A is non-singular matrix. Next step is we find the cofactors of this matrix, that is Aij we have to calculate. First we calculate A11. A11 is given by this cofactor of 1, it is, that is deleting this column and this row we get, determinant is 2, 4, 0, 5. 2, 4, 0, 5. It is 10 minus 0. It is 10. Next we calculate A12. It is minus of the determinant because here 1 plus 2 is odd number. We write it as negative of the determinant. So for this cofactor of 2 it is deleting this column and this row, we get 0, 4, 0, 5. So answer is 0 minus 0, it is equal to 0. So minus of that is 0, it is 0 only. Next we go for third cofactor, that is cofactor of 3, A13. It is determinant of deleting this column and this row, you get 0, 2, 0, 0. So again it is 0 minus 0 is 0. Next A21, it is again minus of determinant, that is cofactor of 0, deleting this row and this column, we get 2, 3, 0, 5. Deleting this row and this column 2, 3, 0, 5. So I get minus of 10 minus 0, it is minus 10. Next A22, determinant of this element, by deleting this column and row we get 1, 3, 0, 5. So it is 5 minus 0 is 5. Next A23, again it is minus of determinant because 2 plus 3 is odd. Now we delete this column and this row, we get 1, 2, 0, 0. So it is minus of 0 minus 0, it is 0. Next A31 element, it is determinant of deleting this row and this column, we get 2, 3, 2, 4. So I get it is 2, 4 is 8 minus 6, it is 2. Next A32, again it is odd because 3 plus 2 is odd number. Again negative of the determinant, it is given by deleting this column and this row, you get 1, 3, 0, 4. So it is minus of 4 minus 0, it is minus 4. Next A33, it is determinant of, that is deleting this row and this column, we get 1, 2, 0, 2. So it is equal to, it is 2 minus 0, it is 2. Now we find adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is given by, it is transpose of cofactors matrix, that is 10, 0, 0 first row, second row is minus 10, 5, 0, and third row is 2 minus 4, 2. Now transpose of this is given by adjoint of A equal to, we transpose this, we get 10 minus 10, 2. Second row 0, 5 minus 4. And third row is 0, 0, 2. It is adjoint of A. Then we go for inverse of the matrix, that is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. It is determinant of A is 10, 1 by 10 into adjoint is 10 minus 10, 2, 0, 5 minus 4, 0, 0, 2. So this is inverse of the given matrix by using cofactor sign, determinant of the matrix we calculate. Take the solution. Next we go for another example. Find the inverse of the matrix 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 2, minus 1, and also verify that A into A inverse equal to I. In previous class we proved this result already. A into A inverse or A inverse into A is always equal to I. I is nothing but identity matrix whose order is same as that of given matrix. First we find inverse of matrix. For that we take it as A equal to 1 0 0 3 3 0 5 2 minus 1. Now we check whether it is non-singular first. For that, determinant of A equal to 1 0 0 3 3 0 5 2 minus 1. Now it is triangular matrix. Therefore, the determinant is product of diagonal elements. It is 1 into 3 into minus 1. It is minus 3, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, it is a non-singular matrix. Therefore, inverse of this will exist. Then we go for the cofactors of A. First we calculate A11. A11 is deleting this column and this row we get. It is 0 0 3 0. It is 0 minus 0 equal to 0. Second element A12 minus of determinant, because it is odd number, deleting this row and this column we get 0 0 2 minus 1. So again it is 0 minus 0, it is 0. Next third element A13, that is determinant of this element, that is deleting this column and row you get 3 3 5 2. So we get 3 2s are 6 minus 15, it is minus 9. Next A21 element, it is minus of determinant. Now 21 is given by deleting this row, this column and row you get 0 0 2 minus 1. So you get minus of 0 minus 0, it is 0. Next element, the cofactor of A2, so it is A22. It is determinant of this element, deleting this column and this row you get 1 0 5 minus 1. So we get minus 1 minus 0, it is minus 1. Next A31, it is determinant of element, by deleting this row and this column we get 0 0 3 0. So it is 0 minus 0 equal to 0. Next A32 minus of determinant, again it is, because it is odd. And determinant of 3 2 is deleting this column and this row you get 1 0 3 0. So I get it as minus of 0 minus 0, it is 0. Next A33, it is determinant of deleting this column and this row you get 1 0 3 3. So it is 3 minus 0, it is 3. And we left one element, it is A23, it is minus of determinant. 2 3 is this element, deleting this column and this row you get 1 0 5 2. So it is minus of, it is 2 minus 0, it is minus 2. Now it is A23 element, which is minus 2. Next we go for adjoint of A, it is transpose of cofactors. First row is 0 0 minus 9. Second row is A21 0, A22 minus 1, A23 minus 2, 0 minus 1 minus 2. And the third row is, it is A31 is 0, A32 is 0, A33 is 3. Now transpose of this is given by, it is first row 0, 0, 0, second row it is 0, minus 1, 0, third row minus 9, minus 2, 3. Now it is inverse adjoint of given matrix. Now you go for inverse of the matrix. Sir. Now check first A11, deleting this column and this row we get 3, 0, 2, minus 1. Then we get minus 3, minus 0, it is minus 3. Similarly A12, deleting this column and this row we get 3, 0, 5, minus 1. Then determinant is minus of minus 3, minus 0, that is plus 3. These are some mistakes here. Now we take the all cofactor elements, that is 0, 0, minus 9, first row, second row, that is here first element is minus 3, 3, minus 9, second row 0, minus 1, minus 2, third row 0, 0, 3. Then transpose of this is minus 3, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, minus 9, minus 2, 3. Next you go for inverse of A, that is given by 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now it is minus 1 by 3, or you write first 1 by minus 3 into adjoint of A is minus 3, 0, 0, second row 3, minus 1, 0, minus 9, minus 2, 3. Now it can be ascertained as minus 1 by 3, minus 3, 0, 0. It is 3, minus 1, 0, minus 9, minus 2, 3. It is inverse of A. Next, it is asked to verify A into A inverse equal to I. Now we consider A into A inverse. A is 1, 0, 0. It is 3, 3, 0, 5, 2, minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 into minus 3, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, minus 9, minus 2, 3. Like this we write A and A inverse. It can be written like this, minus 1 by 3 you take one side and you write 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, 5, 2, minus 1 into minus 3, 0, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, minus 9, minus 2, 3. Now we go for multiplication of these two matrices. Minus 1 by 3 outside, as it is we keep. Then we start multiplication. 1 into minus 3, plus 0, minus 0. Next second row, first row is second column. It is 0, 0, it is also 0, 0, minus 0, minus 0. Next first row is third column, 0, 0, it is also 0. All three elements we get 0. Next second row is first column, 3 into minus 3, minus 9, plus 3 into 3, 9, minus 0. Second row is second column, 0, minus 3, minus 0. Second row is third column, 0, plus 0, plus 0. Next we go for third row with all the columns. 5 3 is minus 15, 2 3 is 6, plus into minus plus 9. Next 5 into 0, 0, 5 into minus 1, minus 5 into 0, 0, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, it is plus 2. Next with third column, 0, it is plus 0 minus 3. Now we get minus 1 by 3 into minus 3 0 0 0 minus 3 0 0 0 minus 3. Now by scalar multiplication we get it is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, because minus 1 by 3 into minus 3 is plus 1, so it is nothing but it is identity matrix that is equal to I, which is the right hand side value. Like this we prove by taking it is LHS. Now we prove it is equal to RHS. Now it satisfies for every inverse of square matrix. If it is multiplied with the same matrix, we get the identity matrix. This result already used in previous class also. Now by using inverse of matrix we can verify the result. Take this one. Next we go for another example. Find the inverse of the matrix 2 minus 1 4 3 and verify that A into A inverse equal to I. Now we go for this. Given matrix taken as 2 minus 1 4 3. First we find determinant of A. It is 2 into 3 6 plus 4, it is 10, which is not equal to 0, hence it is non-singular matrix. Then after that we go for adjoint of A. Adjoint of A given by change of diagonal elements, that is 3 2, it is 1, it is minus 4. Now we go for inverse of A. Inverse of A is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. It is 1 by 10 into 3 1 minus 4 2. Now it is inverse of the given matrix. Next we go for verification, that is A into A inverse. So for that we consider LHS equal to A into A inverse. Now it is A is taken as 2 minus 1 4 3 into 1 by 10 into 3 1 minus 4 2. Now it is also written like this: 1 by 10 outside into first matrix is 2 minus 1 4 3. Second matrix is 3 1 minus 4 2. Now we start multiplication. 1 by 10 as it is, multiply row with column. Now it is 2 into 3 is 6, minus into minus plus 4. Next element 2 into 2 is 1 into 2 is 2, minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Next 4 into 3 is 12, minus 4, 3 into 4 is minus 12. 4 into 1 is 4, plus 3 into 2 is 6. Now we get 1 by 10 into 10 0 0 10. Now I get it as 1 by 10 of this is nothing but multiplying every element by 1 by 10, we get 1 0 0 1, it is nothing but I. This is equal to RHS. Like that we prove the result. If you consider instead of A into A inverse, A is also equal to I. If you consider A inverse into A, that result is also equal to I. Now verify that. Now A inverse, first we write A inverse is 1 by 10 into 3 1 minus 4 2 into A is 2 minus 1 4 3. Now we simplify, it is 6 plus 4, it is minus 3 plus 3, it is minus 8 plus 8, it is 4 plus 6. We get 1 by 10 outside, it is 10 0 0 10. Now again scalar multiplication we get 1 0 0 1, it is equal to I. Now hence we get A inverse into A is also equal to I. Therefore with this we conclude that result, that is A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A is always equal to I. So this result already we used one time. Now I recall that the product of given square matrix with its inverse or inverse matrix with its given matrix we get always equal to identity matrix, and the order of that is equal to the order of the given matrix. Like this we verify the result by using inverse of the matrix. Take the solution.